islander, here's the reasons why. I'm free as the wind and the waves wash the sands. There's no place I would rather be than here in Newfoundland. I'm a Newfoundlander, born and bred, and I'll be one till I die. I'm proud to be an islander, here's the reasons why. I'm free as the wind and the waves wash the sands. There's no place I would rather be than here in Newfoundland. There's no place I would rather be than here in Newfoundland.
Screeched to order. I understand we got a bunch that want to get screeched in here tonight and become a proper honorary Newfoundlanders, yes?
Yes.
The 4 people who are getting screeched in, I'm going to need you to make your way to the bar and sit in front of me in these 4 spots. If you're not getting screeched in, please stay to the back. You'll be at a better vantage point for taking pictures and videos, and for those of you who wish to videotape this entire ceremony, I will eat up all your storage.
I paused it.
Excellent. So before we start, I would like to know everybody's name and where you're from. We'll start with you.
Lenny, and I'm from Fort Erie, Ontario.
Lenny from Fort Erie. And?
Sartaj from Bangladesh.
Sartaj? Sartaj?
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, perfect.
All right. And?
Carly from Alabama.
Carly from Alabama. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway. Nobody else got that but me.
Gabriel, Austin, Texas.
And Gabriel from Austin, Texas. So, the idea of the ceremony is to try to teach you all a little bit about Newfoundland. When all is said and done, you're going to be called honorary Newfoundlanders. We have paperwork done for all of you. Do not lose the paperwork once you receive it, because you can get into more places with this than you can most passports these days. As we're about to begin, I should first let you know that I'm not the son of a fisherman or a lighthouse keeper. I don't eat fish 3 times a day, and I don't drink Screech. Ever. Or at least not before noon on weekdays. I'm not the boy that built a boat, I'm not the boy that sailed her, but I got a boat with a fine Ford Cuddy, and it's got high top sails, and I painted it green. And it's the prettiest boat that you've ever seen. I had a premier once. His name was Brian Tobin, and he went to war with Spain over something called a turbot. I'm not quite sure what a turbot looks like, but I'll be damned if somebody from Spain's going to come take it away from me. I believe in kitchen parties, not raves. I believe in icebergs and blue stars, and that the puffin is a true proud noble bird. Now, a scuff is a dance in a Newfoundland, a blue star is a beer, and it's pronounced Newfoundland, not Newfoundland or Newfoundland. Newfoundland is the oldest settlement in North America, the youngest province in Confederation, and the only rock you can party on. My name is Skipper Lukey, and I is a Newfoundlander. Thank you. 95% of the original settlement here in Newfoundland came from 2 provinces of Ireland and 3 shires in England. We managed to adopt a lot of their culture, history, traits, and a lot of their linguistics, but we actually managed to come up with our own language. And we call it Newfoundlandese. Now the first 3 words that I want to introduce you to is what I call Prague, puddock, and glutch. Prague is a Newfoundland word for food. It's for your puddock, your stomach, and you're going to glutch it back. It means you're going to eat it. This evening your Prague is what I call Newfoundland steak. It's actually maple leaf bologna from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The reason why we call it Newfoundland steak is years upon years ago, the kid that would have this on his sandwich would be considered a rich kid. The kid that would have lobster on his sandwich growing up in Newfoundland, that would be the poor kid. And that kid would be so poor that if he didn't wake up on Christmas morning with a heart on him, nothing to play with, and all that day. Well, you all find that funny. You, Lenny, you had a Terry growing up, did you? I need you all to take a small piece of Newfoundland steak, just so you know that this is actually fit to eat. I prepared this for a famous chef out of Ontario last summer. Her name was Lynn Crawford. Yes, from the Food Network here in Canada. And after she tasted it, she said it was so good. She asked me how I made it. And I told her, I said I used maple leaf bologna, then I seared it, added some screech, burned off all the alcohol, get down to that raw sugar cane. Then I added some Cajun seasoning. Added some port to the glazed pan. I love that word, deglaze. And then I added some saffron. She says, "Who put saffron on bologna?" I said, "I do." And then she called me Chef Lukey. So I'm going with the whole Chef Lukey theme. Lenny, not worry about if you're a vegetarian because there's not that much meat in it. Just so you know, I've converted 3 vegans, 27 vegetarians, and a Muslim this year. If you don't want to eat, you don't have to, but you're looking at me like you're going to pass.
Oh, I bet the water.
All right! Perfect.
Don't idiot!
Sartaj?
Oh, okay.
Maybe you can, I don't know.
Carly? Is that okay? It's that saffron that gives it that kick, right? It's a big earthy tone. Gabriel?
Awesome.
Perfect.
Good.
Excellent. I use that. It makes it look like it's blood, but it's not. It's actually pork. I have 3 seconds left. I'm going to put it over there with the Newfoundlanders. I guarantee you, it's not going to last long. In 1497, there was a man by the name of John Cabot. His real name was Giovanni Bodo. He was an Italian explorer. He knows him as John Cabot because the English paid for his travels, and that's just how the English wanted his name to sound. In 1497, John Cabot sailed the Atlantic on his boat the Matthew, all the way from Bristol, England to Monte Vista Bay. And when he arrived here, he saw lots of activity in our water. He didn't know what was going on. When he dropped his bucket down, he filled it up with water, and when he came up to the top of the boat, it was filled to the rim with codfish. For it got out fast how plentiful the fish were in our waters, that they traveled from all over to settle here, and to catch the fish, sell the fish, trade the fish all around the world as a means of survival. And one place in particular that we traded with was with Jamaica. Because in Jamaica, they make rum. And we love rum. We love it so much, we'd actually get that on the wharf and we would kiss that fish goodbye, knowing it was coming back to us in the way of rum. So in keeping with that time and honor tradition, I have a little buddy beyond me. This is a real Newfoundland codfish. Given the chance, this fish could have grown to the height of 6 feet tall and weigh as much as 130 pounds. This fish won't grow any more than this because it's dead. And it's frozen, and it fits perfectly in my freezer. The significance of this particular fish, why I love it so much, is my 15-year-old daughter, Bella, she caught this fish out in Bali East Labor Day weekend past summer. When she saw what was happening that day to all the other fish getting gutted, filleted, losing their cheeks and tongues to the restaurants, she wanted this fish, her fish, become the most loved fish ever to come out of the waters of Newfoundland. And I promised her I was going to make that happen. I need you to pump her up and give this fish a little kiss. Do not worry about anybody taking your picture or video doing so. Whatever happens here at St. John's today will certainly be on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, or Twitter. While you're kissing a fish, though, make sure you hold the pose long enough to see a flash or hear it. Otherwise, you will hear those horrible words. Do it again. Do it again. Okay. Do it again. Ready, Lenny? Awesome. Now don't put your hands down. Don't touch the fish. That'll be gross. A little too long, his lips will stick to it. Understand? This thing is frozen, okay? Sartaj. Okay. Hang on, wait. Yeah. As soon as I see the smile, I know we're good.
Do you want me to take the photo?
Yes. Can you do that for?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
You sure?
You want some evidence?
No, I don't want any evidence. Give me this fish.
Don't touch the fish.
All right, come on.
All right.
Let's do this.
You know what? Your hands on my fish.
We're talking about
Okay. Now, like I was saying, we used to trade our fish with the Jamaicans for their rum, and it was a very strong barrel rum. In fact, it was considered a test of a man. If you could drink this without screaming, passing out, or having a heart attack, he was considered a true man, or woman, or transgender, or non-binary. In fact, Screeched got its name down in the south coast of our province, where one night we were serving up hospitality to a U.S. captain. He drank the shot. He yelled with a great big yell. Sergeant came on running into the room and said, "Who yelled out to God off of Screech?" And there was a Newfoundlander sitting at the bar that said, "Screech boy, 'tis the rum, me son." And that's how Screech got his name. So, I never got you to sign a waiver, so try not to get any on your skin. And we can't have a drink without having a toast. So please wait till everybody gets their shot, and we'll do it together. Now, as some of you may or may not have known, I had the honor of meeting and Screeching In the late and great Anthony Bourdain when he came to visit me back in October of 2017. He put me on a show of parts unknown, and things quite haven't been the same for me ever since. After the ceremony was over that evening, I also had the opportunity to sit down next to him, have a few pints of beer with him, and get to know him. Just so you know, if you were a fan and you knew who Anthony Bourdain was, he was exactly the same person in person as who he was on television. He was jovial, articulate, intelligent, and it's incredible when you can meet your idol and he meets up to those huge expectations. I have no idea why he did what he did. I don't think the world can answer that question, but it goes to show you never really know sometimes what's going on in other people's heads and the demons that they might be facing every day. So always remember to be kind to people. I like to dedicate my toast to him and say, here's to health and your company and one for the lasses. Let's drink and be merry all out of our glasses. Let's drink and be merry, but that's to refrain, for we may or may not ever all be here again. Off the lips, over the gums. Look out, gullet, here she comes. Watch your back. Here, right? Not one person.
Not easy.
What you actually just consumed was a award-winning medal made by the Appleton, an award-winning rum made by the Appleton family in Jamaica. When they actually import it in Newfoundland, it's an overproof. It's crystal clear. They water it down in Newfoundland with our pristine Newfoundland water, and we use caramel color and flavor to give it this hue. We bottle 180,000 bottles of this rum in Newfoundland every year, and we export it globally, but we consume most of it locally. Anyway, you're past the trees, but you're not out of the woods. Before I let you go, I got to teach you a small little phrase. Now, to give you an idea of our dialect here in Newfoundland, the shortest conversation you're ever going to hear between two Newfoundlanders goes like this: "Ernst, man, nern." This is a full conversation. Now, in order to understand it, you got to envision two fishing vessel captains crossing each other in the early morning gut. And one fishing vessel captain looks over at the other fishing vessel captain, and he yells out, "Ernst, man!" And the translation is, "Did you catch any fish this morning?" And the response, "Nern!" Any idea what that might have meant? Close, Sartaj. It means, "No, I didn't catch any fish this morning." Otherwise, you would have said, "No, we speak English too." I'm going to try to teach you something easier, and that's "aye." This is a very simple expression, and it means "I agree" in Newfoundland. So whenever you're in a situation where you're talking to a Newfoundlander and you don't understand what they're saying, just agree with them. It's easier. Because if you ask a Newfoundlander to repeat what they just said because you didn't understand what they're saying, you're going to say it the same way, or you're not going to understand what they said. Let me try to teach you something a little bit easier. And that's, like I said, "aye." "Aye." Give it a try. "Aye."
Hey, boy.
No. Sabotage?
Yeah, bye.
Yes! Nails it!
Hey, bud.
Yes! Pressure's on, Lenny. Yes! Wait on, Lenny.
All right, sir.
That's not gonna work. Tell me where you're from again?
Ontario.
Born and raised?
Yeah.
Oh, he hesitated. Lenny from witness protection. Lenny, wherever you were born and raised, there's electronic stores everywhere. There's one called Best Buy. They're kind of like franchise all over, like the world, and they have like appliances. They have musical instruments. They have movies. They have lots of stuff. Ever seen a Best Buy?
Yes.
Ever been to a Best Buy?
Yep.
Can you say Best Buy?
Best Buy.
Now say a boy.
Hey, boy.
Now that we have that, we're going to go along to the graduate level phrase. So when you go back home and they ask you when you went to Newfoundland and got screeched in, they're going to ask you, is he a screecher? There's only one proper response for that, and that is, deed I is me old cock, long may your big jib draw. So, is he a screecher?
Anyway.
Yes! I just taught you that lesson 1 minute ago, and I wanted to give you an application. It's the same learning process that they use in Rosetta Stone. It's very effective. I'll slow it down, boy. I'm not talking too fast. She's thinking too slow. You said a big shot of rum. So up along being the rest of Canada, you might say, indeed I am, but in Newfoundland, we say deed I is. I need you all to say deed I is at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Deed I is.
Next time in unison with a bit more conviction. The next part of the phrase is me old cock. Now, what's so funny, Sir Taj, this is not grade 6 health class. Cock is a shortened form of the word cockney, which comes over from Old England. Be my good friend or my good buddy. What you're saying is, yes, I am my good friend. You're going to say, deed I is me old cock. At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Deed I is my old cock.
Currently, it's not my old cock, it's me old cock. My old cock is something totally different. That's not a phrase. And long may your big jib draw. You see the jib's before sound schooner, so as long as dry when you're doing good, it's wish for good luck. What you're saying is, yes, I'm waiting for wish you good luck. You're going to say, it's me old cock, and long may your big jib draw. Got it? Right response, yeah, boy. It's too late for that, I just told you the answer. I'm going to say it, you're going to say it. We're going to get through it in 3 simple segments, okay? I say it, then you say it, okay? Say, deed I is.
Deed I is.
Me old cock.
Me old cock.
And long may your big jib draw.
Long
And
may
long
your
may your
big
big
jib
jib
draw.
No more time. We'll break it up in larger segments. Say, deed I is.
Deed I is.
Me old cock.
Me old cock.
And long.
And long.
May your big
May your big
jib draw.
jib draw.
Now declare you all honorary.
Woo!